Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Dylan Leathe.
I'm student meteorologist Lexi Birmingham, and it was another hot day today.
Yeah.
Of course, that was the whole story this whole week.
Yeah, it's been very hot here. It's been above average when it comes to temperatures, definitely.
Yeah, but bright side, we're having a cold front come through.
Yeah, that'll be...
maybe some possible rain chances.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, rain will be nice. We definitely need the rain here in Tallahassee, and much of Florida definitely needs the rain as well.
Yeah, especially central and southern Florida.
Yeah.
They're pretty much still in their drought, and Margaret and Brooke will talk about that a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, definitely.
But a big thing we want to talk about today, it's Relay for Life
yeah,
Day.
It's my first Relay for Life. Did you do it last year?
No, but I used to do it in high school, but I never got the chance to do it at FSU, but I'm doing it, I'm going tonight.
Gotcha.
And I'm super excited.
Yeah, Relay for Life is raising money for cancer awareness, the American Cancer Society.
Yes.
Big event. So North Florida chapter of the AMS will have a booth there.
Yes, and we actually raised over $1,000.
It's great. I can't believe it.
That was actually our goal too.
Yeah.
So we reached it, and we're actually very excited. And our theme, Sharknado,
just tornadoes.
Sharknado.
Is that your theme song?
No, that's the actual movie.
Oh, is that? Oh,
yeah.
Really? I've never seen it. I feel like I'm missing out as a meteorologist.
You need to watch those movies. They're fun to watch, but they're easy to laugh at.
Gotcha. It's like The Room with like Tommy Wiseau. You know that movie?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad acting, but yeah, that's what I've heard about it.
Yeah, so that's what we'll be tonight. We're going for 12 hours, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah, right after the show, we're gonna head over.
We're all gonna be tired,
oh,
but
yeah.
It's gonna be worth it.
Definitely. It's gonna be a blast. I can't wait to experience it and hang out with all the other people.
Absolutely. Now we're gonna get the show started with a quick overview with Alyssa Mosquera at the wall.
Thanks, Lexi. Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice day and night for Relay for Life out there. Currently, it is still pretty hot. We're looking at 85 degrees in Tallahassee, getting up to 88 there in Wilma. A little cooler there at the coast with Apalachicola and Carabel at 77. As you look at our satellite and radar, not much going on here. Clear skies. That's why we have all that sunshine kind of heating up our day. We'll talk a little bit later about how that's going to change for your weekend. But right now, for tonight, we're seeing mostly clear, cooler in the evening, so it's going to be a nice cool 60 degrees for you people going to Relay for Life. So enjoy that temperatures tonight. Like I said, we have another warm day ahead of us like we saw today. Our rain chances are going to be picking up on Sunday because of a cold front coming through, but we will be having some more sunshine next week. So enjoy the sunshine today with Relay for Life. Let's see how those storms are going to be affecting rip currents, though, with Lexi and Dylan.
All right, thank you so much, Alyssa. Like she said, the East Coast this whole weekend is under a rip current.
Yeah, it's all the way from Savannah, Georgia, down to Miami, Florida. So it's stretching all the state of Florida and parts of Georgia.
Yeah, Jacksonville beaches, Fort Lauderdale beaches, West Palm Beach.
Yeah, definitely. And it's the right temperatures outside to go to the beach, too, right now, ahead of that front.
Oh, absolutely. It's perfect weather, but we want you to use caution.
Yeah.
The way you can spot a rip current is look for any discoloration.
Churning.
Any churning of the water, and if you see a gap when the waves crash down, it'll kind of look like an M, like it'll start to come in just like this, and that's where you tell where the rip current is.
Yeah, definitely. Be aware of your surroundings and take precaution. If you do see a rip current, swim parallel to the coast.
Yes, and if don't try and fight against it because you will get tired, and you may unfortunately get very tired and have trouble swimming back. And also, we recommend that you swim in front of lifeguards.
Yes.
And if you have any trouble, just calmly tread water and get someone's attention real quick.
Yeah, definitely. Having a lifeguard is helpful. It's make sure that you are, and check in with people on the beach if there isn't a lifeguard, or just in general.
Yes, absolutely. I've never been caught in rip current.
No.
I don't know if you have.
No, I've never. I mean, I went to high school next to the beach, and
oh, did you?
I didn't even get in a rip current, but I have been moved down the coast a little bit. Have you?
I have too. Sometimes I felt a little pull, but that's why I always walk parallel back to shore so we don't get caught in it.
That's
but
good.
Yeah, so now we're going to take it out to the wall with our first local with Margaret.
Thanks, guys, and especially with summer coming out, it is important to keep an eye on rip currents. They're not as big of a deal when you're out at a lake like at the FSU Res, out at Lake Bradford. The weather stem cam here, yesterday's high was 85 degrees, as well as today's high, and we've just been seeing beautiful skies with just these fair weather, puffy cumulus clouds out at the FSU Res. It has been absolutely gorgeous the last couple days. It's going to keep being gorgeous as well. Currently, 85 degrees with those partly cloudy skies. It's really nice and dry outside. The humidity is only at 39%, and with the winds out of the south-southeast at 9 miles an hour, this 85 actually feels pretty comfortable as long as you're staying hydrated. I've been carrying my water bottle around all day, sipping on that as I'm walking around to my classes. Temperatures around the Big Bend are starting to cool down a little bit. We were looking at Bainbridge being hotter earlier this afternoon, but they've cooled down to 86 degrees. It's 88 in Thomasville, 86 in Valdosta, a little bit cooler on the coast. Carabel and St. Mark's down there, 77 degrees. Their temperatures moderated by the water. And the water also helping keep their humidity up much higher, 71% humidity in Carabel and Apalachicola. The rest of the Big Bend area, though, very dry, 53% relative humidity in Monticello, 39 here in Tallahassee, and only 33 in Bainbridge and Thomasville, so it is very dry out across the Big Bend. We do have our winds coming out of the south, though, starting to bring a little bit more moisture in. St. Mark's had the higher relative humidity with the coastal location and wind coming out of the south, 7 miles an hour there, 9-mile-an-hour winds here in Tallahassee. And those winds, well, right now they're coming out of the south. As we move through the overnight hours into Friday, they're going to get some easterly component to the wind too, so the winds are coming more out of the east on Saturday. But then as we pay attention here, Saturday, they keep coming out of the south and east. Sunday, though, we start to see those winds really shift here as that cold front approaches the Big Bend, coming out of the south ahead of the cold front and then out of the northwest behind the front. And that just transitions all through the area, and then those winds are coming out of the north and the west on Monday, bringing in cooler temperatures for Monday, and we might see a chance of rain. There's a lot of water vapor and some storms with that cold front, so it will be something to keep an eye on over the weekend. But for Saturday, it's going to be real nice. Winds out of the southeast, 5 miles an hour. Surf, 1 to 2 feet. For tonight, if you're heading out to Relay, beautiful, mostly clear night, 60 degrees. And for the next week, we do see those showers on Sunday, Monday. Temperatures cool down to 78 degrees. And I'm going to hand it off to Alyssa for a look around the southeast.
Thanks, Margaret. So we're going to be expanding this a little more to the southeast. We've been talking about a lot in Florida of how it's really hot at 85 degrees. And as we go more north, in Jacksonville, it's 85, 87 in Montgomery. So really hot temperatures kind of all along the area of the southeast region. Our dew points are pretty moderate, getting up to that uncomfortable temperature though. 57 in Tallahassee, pretty much the same in the southeast region, getting a little higher as you go into Arkansas. Little Rock, you're looking at 61, Shreveport, 64. So our current winds pretty high in Tupelo at 10 miles per hour, but the big thing to look is you're going to see these wind shifts these winds shift as the days go on. So we're going to show that here. This looks a bit overwhelming with all the arrows, but really pay attention to this shift that you see. So you see all these winds, they were going to be flowing from the south, but you're going to see those winds kind of shift as that cold front comes through, and that cold front is going to be bringing in some storms ahead of it. So that's why here in New Orleans you're seeing stormy conditions on Sunday with 30% chance of rain, but a nice sunny Monday with 76, so not too warm but not too cool either. Memphis, you're looking at those storms coming a bit earlier, so unfortunately your Saturday and Sunday will be stormy, but at least you're getting some nice rain and a sunshine on Monday as well. Looking at Atlanta, again, we're having those storms on Sunday. Cloudy on Saturday. Your high is going to be at 82, but as that cold front comes through, cooler temperatures into Sunday with 69 and 54 as your low. Monday, that sunshine is trying to peak out once again, but looking at Washington, it looks like they have rainy conditions throughout their whole weekend and into Monday. 64 on Saturday, getting a little cooler as your Sunday comes along, but at least those cooler temperatures are a nice relief from the heat that has been kind of seen along the area. So tonight we're looking at a little cooler temperatures, 61 in Tallahassee, pretty general throughout the whole southeast region with the mid to lower 60s. And as you'll see as the weekend goes on, those temperatures might dip down a little bit as that Saturday and Sunday rolls around. tomorrow we're looking at very hot temperatures once again in the southeast. As you go a little more towards the west, you are seeing those storms roll in because that cold front will be making its way in, kind of pushing those storms ahead of it. So you want to be watching out for those rain chances kind of creeping up on you. But we're going to throw it to the desk right now with Margaret and Brooke.
Thanks, Alyssa. And here we're going to be turning our attention to a problem that's affecting a lot of the southeast and that we might be seeing some relief from this weekend, and that is a drought. The southeast has been in a pretty bad drought for the last couple of months. We can see here on the Southeast Drought Monitor.
Yeah, we're even seeing a severe drought, especially in central Florida. We may see some relief to that in the next few days, but it's still looking like it's going to remain.
Yeah, certain counties in South Florida have been under red flag warnings, meaning that fire conditions are very high with the dry weather and the strong winds, which you see a lot of in South Florida because of the sea breeze. That it just makes it very easy for wildfires to spread. And North Georgia as well has been seeing a lot of drought conditions, and they will be looking at getting some rain this weekend, which will help.
It will, yeah. I know they're having it really bad right now. We had some fires a couple months ago. They've been in a drought for a while, and they definitely need some rain.
Yeah, so over the winter, they were able to get some rain, which has helped the drought. One of our recent graduates, Shane Pendleton, has been following the drought in North Alabama, which has been improving over the last couple of months.
Yeah, but we'll keep up with it for you here at FSU Weather. But right now, we're going to go ahead and give it to Lexi, who's going to tell you what's happening around our nation.
All right, thank you so much, girls. Well, current conditions around the nation, really, you can see where that cold front is and that temperature difference on each side. 71 for Memphis, 55 for Kansas City, 83 in Dallas, 81 in New Orleans. So it's much warmer here in the south, but again, there's that cold front. And on the other side, you're going to have those cooler temperatures with that cooler air. And just looking at that front itself, you can see where those temperature changes are taking place. Memphis, 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. Kansas City, 11, minus 22 in Billings and Lamar. So that cold front is bringing in all that cold air for them. But here in the southeast, only an 8-degree difference from yesterday for Atlanta. They're a little bit warmer. And to the west, we do have an 8-degree warm difference in San Francisco. So here's our water vapor. This dark green color is representing those storms that are around Kansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri, and it's just building up as this afternoon continues. And we see that where the front is right here, you can see that line there, and dry air moving into our area over the weekend. But we could see some rain on Sunday, so that moisture here could be making its way down throughout the weekend. Here's the satellite radar. There's all that moisture I was talking about making its way into Missouri and Kansas and Oklahoma. Some parts of southern Oklahoma and northern Texas will be under an enhanced risk for severe weather today and into tomorrow as well. Zooming in, there's that storms I was mentioning. They're starting to move eastward as we speak, a little bit to the northeast as well, but it's hitting Missouri as of right now, and even Memphis getting in on some action here with those storms building up as the day continues. But it's pretty much not the same story for the northwest. Here, we do see some winter storms starting to brew up here with a little bit of rain as well. So even though it's spring, they're still seeing some snow, and if I were them, I'd be probably getting sick of it as well, but they are under some winter advisories for tonight. So some watches and warnings we're looking at. This green color here is some flash flood warnings. Here's that severe weather warning I was mentioning earlier. Southern Oklahoma and northern Texas seeing some severe weather warnings here. Albuquerque is under a red flag warning. It's very dry over there. And the Pacific coast here seeing some small craft advisories here as well. So it's not as bad as it usually looks, but the main point I want to make here is that this area here is under the most strenuous warnings. So airport delays looking very good for most of the country, but we're at a ground stop here in Washington, D.C., and we have a 50-minute delay here in New York. But overall, on the other side of the country, airport delays are looking pretty nice. So for tonight, it'll be 60 in Memphis, 62 in Atlanta, 61 for Tallahassee. Much cooler here over in Denver and Salt Lake City with those winter storms that are making their way into the area as we speak. And for tomorrow, 89 degrees here in Tallahassee, 69 for Memphis with some rainy skies, 57 degrees for Denver, and the clouds remain there for the most part, 97 in Phoenix. Now we're going to zoom back into Tallahassee, and Katie's going to talk about that a little bit more.
Thanks, Lexi. Yeah, well, it's been beautiful these past few days, but it's going to stay beautiful. You know, we're getting close to the end of the semester, and Tallahassee isn't going to let us go without letting us have some nice weather for the end of our school year. Right now, it's 85 degrees here in Tallahassee, partly cloudy. Our dew point is sitting at a not too terrible 57 degrees. Our humidity is 39%, so looking very nice. Our temperatures for the past 20 hours, you can see here's our low, 57 at 7 a.m. And just recently, 85 is our high, and that's what it is right now. So going into the map, we can see around the area, pretty general, 85 again in Tallahassee, a little cooler along the coast because they have that water down there to kind of help them stay a little cooler than the rest of us further north. And our current dew points around the area looking much the same story in the high 60s and 57 in Tallahassee, 55 in Thomasville, and a little more higher near the coast with 67 in Apalachicola and 68 in Carabel. Now, what does that mean? Well, our dew point, we're sitting right about in the comfortable zone. We were in the uncomfortable a little earlier today, so those 50 to 59 degrees is not bad considering what it could be. And our local radar, it's looking very clear, very beautiful. We see a few showers popping up, but we won't be seeing much today. But as we go later into the weekend, we're definitely going to start to see some of that rain, maybe, from that cold front that's up north. So keep an eye on the weather for this weekend. As I was saying, there's our lovely, lovely cold front with all that rain. But around the tri-state area here, it's looking very clear and calm. So if you're going out this afternoon, it's going to be a great evening. So enjoy it. It's going to be beautiful. And it's also going to be dry. These oranges represent dry air. And so we're going to be seeing that conditions continue. You can sort of see our cold front coming through. That's that line of orange over there. And if you're going to the beach this weekend, I wish I could go to the beach. It's going to be great. Winds out southeast at 5 miles an hour, surf 1 to 2 feet. So it's going to be beautiful. Tonight, it's going to be 60 degrees, cool, and mostly clear evening. And if you're planning your Saturday, it's going to be beautiful. And for your 5-day forecast, we're going to be seeing some of that rain on Sunday from our front. But first, now I'm going to hand it off to the desk with Margaret and Brooke to tell you a little more fun facts.
All right, thanks, Katie. And we have a little bit of a weather throwback for you.
Yep.
This happened on April 23rd of 1983. An F1 tornado destroyed a 2-story beach house on Alligator Point and extensively damaged another house on Dog Island. There was also 50 mobile homes in the Shell Point area that were either destroyed or damaged. And it actually dissipated near Shell Point.
Yeah, and stories like this really just show how much preparing for severe weather is important for people in mobile homes to make sure that they're well tethered to the ground so they don't get thrown away. And in April 22nd, 2006, looking at weather history for this weekend, there was a line of thunderstorms that formed ahead of a cold front, similar to what we'll be seeing this weekend, but much stronger. And it produced a weak tornado that moved just north of Crawfordville, so between Tallahassee and Crawfordville. And it wasn't a very strong tornado, but it did touch down and have confirmed damage. And there was also some golf ball-sized hail that came with this storm in both Tallahassee and Crawfordville.
Wow, it definitely looks like this time in the past is definitely the day for extreme weather. But now we're going to go ahead and give it off to Dylan and see what's happening around Florida.
Thank you very much. Around the state, we're seeing a lot of warm temperatures in the northern part of the state. In the southern part of the state, we're seeing lower temperatures, 76 in Key West. They had some showers earlier today, but right now not experiencing it. In West Palm Beach and Miami, we see 79, but all the way in Tallahassee, it's feeling hotter than it is in my hometown of Miami. 85 degrees with some clouds in the skies, 80 in Pensacola and clear. But looking at the dew point around the region, you see kind of an opposite story. We're seeing higher dew points farther down south in the state, and lower dew points with 57 in Tallahassee, 61 in West Palm Beach, and 63 in Fort Myers. Looking at that current heat index, so what a heat index is, it takes into effect the temperature and the humidity, and combines the two and tells you the temperature kind of feels like outside, not what it actually is. You can see the top part of the state is hotter than the lower part. 85 is the current heat index for Tallahassee, 86 in Tampa, trying to crack 90 in Fort Myers, but not really doing it. In Miami and West Palm Beach, seeing 81s as well. Water vapor, you can see all this water vapor down south associated with a system affecting mostly Key West right now. But you can see that for the northern and central part of the state, there is no cloud or no moisture up there, which led to a very clear day today and just not a lot of cloud cover around the northern parts of the state. See with that satellite right here, you can see some of the showers try to peek its way into it, but this is mostly the cloud cover associated with that system down there. The winds all coming out of the east on the eastern part. That's where that rip current I talked about with Lexi. That's what's going to start impact the rip currents and create them for that. So if you are going on the beach on the eastern part of the state, be aware of that. The 3-day forecast for Pensacola, not seeing that front move in until Sunday with only a 40% chance of rain. Seeing a 6-degree temperature drop, 78 is the high on Saturday, 72 on Sunday, but seeing sunshines with a high of 75 on Monday. The 3-day forecast for Jacksonville, seeing something kind of similar, 50% chance of rain on Sunday with a 4-degree drop from Saturday to Sunday, and then down to 78 for the high on Monday, but only a 20% chance of rain for them. Tampa also seeing rain chances, 20% because of that some showers associated with that offshore wind, but not seeing the bulk of the front make its way through until Sunday, and dropping down again to 78 for the low on Monday. Orlando, seeing temperatures, seeing rain chances with 50% on Sunday and 20% on Monday, and also seeing a temperature drop as well. And down in Miami, you can see 60% chance of rain on Sunday, but not much else other than that. Not seeing really much of a temperature drop. Tonight's forecast, seeing high temperatures around the region, 61 in Tallahassee, 72 in West Palm Beach. And then looking at tomorrow, you can see some rain in Key West and West Palm Beach. But right now, I'm going to send it back to the desk with Alyssa and Lexi.
All right, thank you so much, Dylan. Well, Alyssa, I don't know about you, but we only have a week of class left, exam week, and then we're done.
I know, it's come so fast, and especially as us two being seniors, you know, we're just getting out of here real quick, it seems like it.
I know, it just seems like yesterday we started fall semester senior year. Now we only have 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Time flies. If you can only see our first time doing the show, hopefully it was a big change for us.
Yes, definitely. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But we're going to try and enjoy the Tallahassee weather. It probably still will be hot.
Yes.
So
temperatures tomorrow are looking in the 80s, high 80s actually, so it's going to be a hot one, but it's still going to be enjoyable.
Yeah, Sunday will probably be good. Maybe in the afternoon before those showers arrive. So maybe we can enjoy that 78-degree weather before it starts to rain in the evening.
Exactly. And there's so much you can do even when it's raining. See a movie, you know, go out to eat, as long as you stay safe driving out there on the roads. But plenty to do even when it rains.
Yes. And of course, we will have the senior show next Friday.
Yep, next Friday.
And all the seniors will be here to say farewell to all of you at home, and to say farewell almost to each other, even though we'll be seeing each other during exams, but we're going to treasure that as much as we can before we say goodbye.
Yeah, so tune in next Friday to kind of get a nice little farewell for the current meteorology seniors here.
Yeah, but now we're going to take one last look at Tallahassee with Brooke Richardson at the wall.
All right, thanks guys. Sunshine State's definitely holding true to its name today. We're currently at 85 degrees. It's partly cloudy, so we are seeing a little bit of break from that sun that we saw earlier today, but it's very hot, it's very muggy. Humidity's at 39%, and it's just not a great day outside. Current temperatures around our region are looking about the same as we were seeing in Tallahassee. We get even warmer as we go up to Thomasville and Bainbridge. Bainbridge even hit 90 earlier. It's looked to cool down a little bit by a couple degrees, but we're actually getting a little bit cooler as we go to Apalachicola and Carabel. So in that region, it's way more comfortable than we are here, but still pretty warm. Our current heat index this is what it feels like outside. It feels like 85 in Tallahassee and Bainbridge, Thomasville a little bit warmer at 87. Valdosta is a little bit cooler at 84, but around mid-80s around our region. Seeing dew points are going to be pretty high, so that's where that mugginess comes from. That's where our humidity, it's the moisture in the air. So that's why it's hot and muggy outside. It's even muggier when we get down to Apalachicola. It's at 67, 68 in Carabel. Pretty kind of uncomfortable outside right now. Our current conditions around our entire southeast are looking pretty much the same. We're actually seeing mid-80s, kind of getting a little bit hotter as we go further up into North Georgia. As we were saying, we do have a drought in that region, so it's really dry and hot in those areas. Satellite and radar were pretty clear. We can start to see a little bit of the front going through Mississippi over here, but we're not seeing much precipitation. I know sometimes we can get some pop-up showers due to some sea breeze storms down in Florida, but we aren't seeing much of those right now. Our water vapor, we don't have much in our Big Bend area. We do see a little bit as we go further on to southern Florida, but we're looking pretty clear, not much water vapor. That's where that dryness and hot humidity is coming from. On the sand, it's going to be a pretty nice day for the beach, actually. Our surf is at 1 to 2 feet, so the water's going to be pretty calm. The winds are going to be calm. The only thing you need to look out for is this UV index. Our UV index is at an 8, which is very high. So if you are planning on going to the beach, definitely put some sunscreen on. And on the boating, it's going to be the same. Like I said, the waves are going to be 1 to 2 feet. Nice light chop, so great day to be out on the water. Still keep in mind that UV index, though. Tonight's forecast, we're going to be in the 60s, mostly clear. It's going to be a beautiful night. It's going to be a nice break from that heat we saw today. And then tomorrow, it's going to be basically a copy-paste as we saw today. But let's go ahead and look at the week ahead. We may see some relief on Sunday due to the front that's coming through, and then we're going to go back up to those 80s. But now we're going to go ahead and take it back to the desk to Alyssa and Lexi.
Thanks, Brooke. So yeah, like you said, it is going to be a nice cool one tonight, but those temperatures are rising up tomorrow kind of drastically into the upper 80s. I think it's going to feel really hot, but at least it's going to be nice and sunshine.
I know, just looking at that week ahead, like you said, 88 for tomorrow. Now drops a little bit as that cold front makes through with the 50% chance of rain for the evening, but look at Monday, 78 for our high.
Yeah, so pretty beautiful week next week. The only kind of damper on your weekend is Sunday, and that's all you have to look out for the rain. It is going to be nice, though, to get some rain, because we've kind of been lacking on that rain a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's been a couple weeks since we had that severe outbreak, and we got a little bit of rainfall, but hopefully we get some this weekend.
Yeah, so like us on Facebook, especially to kind of track those storms on Sunday. Follow us on Twitter.
And you can watch us anytime at livestream.com/FSU Weather. And we also have an Instagram account, and you can watch us, our social medias, also on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and sometimes we even post live videos, so it's kind of just cool to check out our Facebook, just see what's up and any weather updates that have been going on.
Well, we'll have fun at Relay for Life tonight. I'm student meteorologist Lexi Birmingham.
And I'm student meteorologist Alyssa Mosquera. Enjoy the cool weather tonight and have a great day.